Hi there, and welcome to the very first part of my new series, Making a Terraria Mod. Now, before we begin, you are going to need a tool called Tmod Loader, which is available as DLC for Terraria on Steam. It's completely free if you already own Terraria, so you can go ahead and download that first. And after you're done downloading that, then continue on with the video. Alright, so after you install Tmod Loader, the next thing you're going to need to install is Visual Studio IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment, and it's going to make coding mods much easier. So let's go ahead and download this now. I've put the link to this website down in the description. So once we're here, let's just click on Visual Studio, learn more. Now here, if you hover over Download Visual Studio, you'll see there are three options: Community, Professional, and Enterprise. For making Terraria mods, we're only just going to need Community, so let's go ahead and click on that. And now here, after we click on that, our download will begin, and we can download the installer. Go ahead and run that. Now here I just want to point out that when you are installing Visual Studio Community 2019, you're going to see a screen like this. Under the tab Workloads, you're going to see a bunch of different options of things you can include. The only one that you are going to need is the .NET Desktop Development workload. So go ahead and check that. You can see I already checked it. And then after you're done that, just continue with your download. So after you've installed Visual Studio Community 2019, then we can go ahead and start Tmod Loader. So here you'll see all of your regular Terraria buttons. You'll notice Mods and Mod Browser, but what we need is Mod Sources. So to get that tab, we're going to click here, Enable Developer Mode. Now on this screen, it's going to show you all the things that you need to do to be able to enable Developer Mode. This might look different for you because I already have a few of these things, but the point is just click on all of the things that you need to do. For example here, Mod Compile Folder Version Mismatch. I'm going to have to click this to download it. And after that's finished, you'll see that the button at the bottom has turned to continue. So after we click on that, it'll open up Mod Sources menu, which you can access from the main menu. So after we're done doing that, let's go ahead and click on Create Mod. Here, this is your mod name, so this has no spaces. This is like the internal name of your mod. No one's going to see this, so it can be anything. So let's go ahead and write tutorial mod. Mod display name, this doesn't have to be the same as your mod name, and you can use spaces here. So I'll write tutorial space mod. Mod author, I'll write jams. And basic sword, no spaces, let's just write tutorial sword. We'll see what this does in a second. And now just click on create. And just like that, your very first mod has been created, but it's just a placeholder. We haven't actually created anything yet, so that's what we're going to do next. So now that we've created our very first mod, you're going to see it show up here in the list of mod sources. There are a lot of buttons here, but the only one we're going to worry about for now is open sources. So let's go ahead and click on this. It's going to open up a folder that has all of your mods inside of it, all of the source code for them. So here's the mod that we just created. Let's go ahead and double click on that. And inside of here, you'll notice there are a bunch of different files that it generated for your mod. There's the build text file, the description text file. So if you go ahead and right click that, open with, you can open it with Notepad. And here it says tutorial mod is a pretty cool mod. It does this. Modify this file with a description of your mod. And of course in build, these are different values about your mod. So here's the display name that we entered, the author name that we entered, and version here, this is the version of your mod. And now here is the csproj file, which stands for C# project. It's a Visual Studio project file. So after installing Visual Studio Community, you should be able to right click on this, open with, and Visual Studio 2019. So go ahead and do that. Now after opening up your C# project, your mod csproj file in Visual Studio, you will be greeted with a screen like this. If you don't see the Solution Explorer tab right here, you can just go ahead to View and Solution Explorer right here, and that'll make this show up. And that's about it for the first video. We've installed everything we need to start creating Terraria mods. So in the next video, we'll be going over how to create our own sword, customize it, and make it personal to our own mod. If you found this video guide to be useful, go ahead and drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next part.